Attorney General Josh Stein. My greetings to all of you attending the State of the River Forum, and my thanks to the hardworking folks at the Cape Fear River Watch for organizing today's event and for their work to protect water quality in southeastern North Carolina. When I took office as your Attorney General, I took an oath to protect our state and our people. That includes protecting our natural resources. My office and I are working hard to protect the air we breathe, water we drink, and the communities we live in. As North Carolinians lucky to live on or near our state's beautiful coast, you care deeply about protecting the environment. I'm grateful for your commitment to this work and for spending your time today discussing possible solutions. As Attorney General, I've made combating PFAS contamination one of my top priorities. For years, DuPont and Chemours dumped PFAS and other chemicals that last forever into the Cape Fear River, even when they knew these chemicals damaged people's health and our natural resources. PFAS are toxic, persistent, and mobile in the environment. They build up in our bodies over time. These companies line their own pockets at the expense of people's health. My lawyers, representing the Department of Environmental Quality, helped to negotiate a consent order that requires Chemours to address all sources of PFAS contamination at its Fayetteville Works facility to prevent further damage to the air, soil, and water, and to ensure clean drinking water to neighbors whose well water has been contaminated. But these companies must do more. So, in October 2020, I filed a lawsuit against Chemours and DuPont for the damage they've caused to North Carolina's natural resources and make sure that they cannot evade responsibility by playing shady corporate shell games. They need to clean up the mess they've made in the Cape Fear River Basin. Last year, I also filed 4 additional lawsuits against DuPont, 3M, and 12 other companies that manufactured AFFF, the firefighting foam that contains PFAS. These companies need to pay for the damage they've caused across our state, clean it up, and monitor future damages. As my investigation continues, I may take additional legal actions. And I'm pleased to see my fellow North Carolinian and friend, EPA Administrator Michael Regan, leading a comprehensive nationwide strategy to confront PFAS contamination. Every North Carolinian has a right to clean drinking water. It's that simple. That's why my team and I, again representing the Department of Environmental Quality, helped to negotiate the largest excavation of coal ash in the history of the United States, 80 million tons. And then we won a $1.1 billion settlement with Duke Energy about how to pay for that cleanup that will produce savings for every single Duke customer in the state of North Carolina. As your Attorney General, I've also fought back against the previous administration's efforts to weaken the Clean Water Act's protections for thousands of miles of streams and unique wetlands here in North Carolina. These federal protections are critical for the people of eastern North Carolina and our state at large. They ensure that our wetlands can filter out pollutants and provide clean drinking water, reduce the risk of flooding on our coast, and allow our agricultural and coastal economies to thrive. Now we are working to support the current administration's efforts to undo some of the damage that was done by the Trump administration and to ensure that protections are restored or enhanced. I also fought against the Trump administration's efforts to initiate offshore oil and gas drilling. We succeeded in stopping the threat not only to our pristine coastline, but to our fishing and tourism industries, along with the thousands of jobs and billions of dollars of economic activity. Finally, I want to speak a word about the importance of environmental justice. For too long, low-wealth communities, often communities of color, have borne the burdens of pollution, suffering disproportionate negative health effects. We must not ignore that history. That's why my office has put special priority on funding environmental enhancement grant applications that seek to address environmental injustices. Additionally, my office is considering how new technologies might help us mitigate environmental harms from large-scale animal feeding operations. Our children and grandchildren deserve clean air, clean water, a healthy climate, and good jobs. So I want to thank you for your attention this afternoon and for the conversations you're having about some of the most pressing environmental issues affecting our state. And thank you for what you do in your community to help your loved ones and neighbors live better, healthier lives. I am excited to work with you all, God willing, in the months and years to come to build a North Carolina that is safer, stronger, cleaner, and healthier. Thank you very much.